the time that you're going to be spending today learning more than joining us. I hope you get a few tips from Busi in terms of how you can do how you can do things better. Now they say, in fact, Tony Robbins says success is 80% psychology and 20% skills. That means the stuff that we learn from school and the stuff that I talk to you about when you come to me for coaching, that will only contribute 20% of your success. But 80% of it, if you want to achieve maximal.
Hey, man,
Ma, please switch off. Slee? Sorry about that. Hi, Slee. Ladies and gentlemen, please mute yourselves. So 80% of your success will come from psychology than the skill. So if you want to maximize your success, you must change your mindset. You must be able to connect to your higher power. Now, this is what we're going to be learning today. So welcome and thanks again for coming through to this call. It's going to be very exciting. I will tell you that. This is our agenda. We're going to have a bit of Ekasi properties. Then we're going to give it to Busi to give us tips in terms of how we change our mindset. It's just a pity that we don't have Busi for the whole weekend, because for her to be able to give us and to teach us how to do this thing, we would need the whole weekend. But I think the stuff that she's going to share with us today is enough for us at least to get started. In fact, this is the purpose of the sessions that we're having. We're giving you the high-level stuff. You need to go out and research it and see what works for you and what doesn't work for you. So we give it to Busi to take us through that, and then I will then tell you about what will be coming next, and then we can go and have our weekends. Now, I always say this every Saturday, and I'm going to say it for all the Saturdays where we'll be having these sessions. But today is particularly very important to have an open mind. So if you thought I was just preaching about the open mind thing, please, today is critical that you have an open mind, especially if you have not heard anything about mindset, how you change your mindset, how you connect with a higher power. Please have an open mindset. Again, 10 all blockages. So if Busi says, tell you something and then you think it's impossible, ask it how it can be done, because if Busi says it can be done, there is millions of people that have done it. It's just that you have not experienced it. So ask yourself a question, how it can be done. Again, we're not here looking for disciples. We're here looking for students. So make sure that everything that you are going to do will be the product of your own conclusion. Don't take what I say, don't take what Busi say, but go out there and think about it, research it, take lots of notes, buy the books, research the stuff, and make sure that what you do is a product of your own conclusion. Importantly, apply what you learn. You don't have to apply everything, but just get one thing. I say just aim for one thing. Then you take that, you apply it. You can apply it today or tomorrow morning, give it today to think about it. But if you don't apply it, then it's wasted. The time that you're spending here today will be a wasted time. Be present, don't do other things whilst you're here. And most importantly, contribute. Buy Busi's book, attend her sessions, go to her YouTube channel, participate in this call by asking questions, commenting on the WhatsApp, on the chat as the session is going on, and also join our our media, our social media channels, subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's critical, because in case you miss our sessions, you know you can always get them from the WhatsApp channel. But we don't post immediately, because these are paid sessions, so we don't just post them immediately. We post them subsequent to few months after the workshop. So a bit about myself. I'm a property investor. I invest mainly in the townships. I love multi-lets. Multi-lets is where you have a single property that is occupied by different families or several people. I'm a trained accountant. I am a member of an organization called Toastmaster International, which is an organization that focuses on public speaking, teaching people how to speak in public, or how to get over their fear of speaking in public. And I would say to you that Busi is a Toastmaster. We also had Lawrence Bowl. He is also a Toastmaster. If you know of Barack Obama, in case you've been living under the rock, Barack Obama also is a Toastmaster. So if you want to learn public speaking, Toastmaster International is one organization that you need to go. But Toastmaster International opens many opportunities, not just public speaking and leadership, many other self-development opportunities. I'm a trainer and I'm a coach. So if you need someone to train or to give a speech in your organization or wherever you are, get in touch with me. If I can't do it, I will definitely help you to get someone else to assist you. A bit about Ekasi Properties. We here for you. We're here for the empowerment of our Black Africans. Okay, I've always had criticism about this thing of Black Africans, but we're here for you. We're here for those that want knowledge. We're here for those that want to be empowered through knowledge. Now, the history of Black people is my history, and possibly your history, is displayed or illustrated in our logo. If you look at our logo, we start here with the blue, which gives you the promise that our only limit is the sky. So we can go as far as we can, but it also talks to us about our history. This blue also represents our ancestors that struggled with creating wealth. Now we have the knowledge, we can create wealth and move on into the purple, and turn our lives around. Because knowledge is there, it is available. It's up to us what we do with it. So we turn our lives around, but hopefully we're not just turning our lives around as we move away from the purple, creating wealth. We move into the green, into the promised land. We turn the lives of the future generations around. But as we are doing that, we're not just here for ourselves, we're also here for other people. So as we do that, we do not forget to lift others as we rise. Hence, we have that V-shaped that's pointing up to the sky with a clip on the side, because we need to turn others around. We also need to lift others around as we lift others up as we rise. Now, here at Ekasi Properties, we do that by focusing mainly on property information, hence the windows there, or the glass windows there that you can see in purple. They represent the knowledge that we share through property investment. But these are our social media channels. So if you are not in any of these, please join us there. Most importantly, make sure that you are included in the WhatsApp group so that you're able to get information of our upcoming events so that you get empowered. Now, I've talked too much. To the most exciting part. For those that don't know Busi, I don't know where you've been living. Busi is a superstar. She has appeared in most of media channels. She has been a recipient of many awards. If you want to know more about what she has done, I cannot put everything here on the screen or even attempt to share it, all of it here. Otherwise, we're just going to spend 2 hours just talking about Busi's accolades. He has done many things, but what I will say to you and what's important to you is what she does. So she's a money coach. She is a speaker, and she is a writer. And one of the book, Busi's book, is this one, Money and Black People. If you want to know your story, if you want to know my story, if you want to know how to get out of your current situation, get this book. And once you hear, you read all the nice things, but what's important is that towards the end of the book, Busi has given you the program, a 30-day mindset program, how you change your mindset so that you can achieve what you aim to achieve. So Busi, I hope you are ready. And
Good morning. Oh, okay, sorry.
before you say something, Busi, and a good morning, I just want to say to the ladies and gentlemen that are on the call that we highly appreciate your time. I know that you are on holiday. So ladies and gentlemen, know that that's not Busi's house. That's a holiday holiday place that she's in. She has sacrificed a holiday to give us to share with us part of her knowledge. Busi, we highly appreciate your time and mostly the sacrifice that you have made. Instead of spending time with your family, you've decided to spend at least an hour with us. So ladies and gentlemen, make sure that we use Busi's time fruitfully by learning from what she's going to share with us. Thank you, Busi.
Good morning. Thank you so much, Dumiso. And thank you for inviting me this morning. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry for the noise in the background. There is people screaming. They are calling for their mummies. So I try to find a very quiet corner. I'm hoping that it will be as quiet as I hope. So, Luisa, thank you so much. As Luisa has said earlier, I met him a year or so, or year and a half ago. And it was when he came through for coaching. And I mean, I loved what he does. He is an amazing entrepreneur. He is good at investments in properties. And of course, I've been going with him on this journey because, of course, all of us need somebody to help us with our ideas, to bring our ideas to life. We need somebody. And the good thing is that God always puts something in our hearts. The only thing is that for us to make it work, we have to take the time to manifest those ideas. As Ndumiso said, there is a lot of work. The 80% is on our shoulder. The 20% is taken care by the person who is standing in the gap for you, the person who is leading your process of implementation. But the most part is definitely yours. And I would like this morning, to just share with you about 4 or 5 things that I have done that have helped me in that 80% when I am doing the work, when I am preparing myself for what I want. And I'm a money coach. So the past 8 years, I've been really seeing a lot of people go through the most traumatic things around money. But I mean, for me, I always say, when a person comes to me and say, hey, Busi, you know what, I've got a 3 million rand debt, I don't know what to do with it. I always say to them, you know what, it is not the end of the world, because where I woke up, it was at 40 million rand. I woke at 40 million rand, and I got sequestrated to you. So I found myself in this 40 million rand debt, and that's when I woke up. And once I woke up to that, I found out that money is energy. We create money, we don't make it. When you try to make money, you find yourself creating money, but when you create money, the opportunities and the things that you want and the things that God has given you in your heart, they find their way to you. You literally get to be called and a person says, hey, I thought of you, there and there they want this. Hey, can you do this quickly for us in our company? We need this. And the opportunities find you because you are the creator, not the one who has to go out and find each and everything. Now, all of us here are probably, maybe few people are marketers, as in your entire calling or business or life is about marketing. But most of us here do not know how to market. We are not marketing specialists. So that shows you that. But all of us are given a certain calling, a certain work that we're supposed to do. Somebody else is supposed to create clothes. Someone else is supposed to create tables. Someone else is supposed to build houses. Someone else is supposed to make shoes. Somebody else is supposed to make soaps and washing things and cars and all this. But we are never given a marketing as a thing. So how you know why God did that is because God gave you the calling, God gave you the talent, God gave you the gift. And when you focus on that gift and when you do that gift so well, people will look for you. You will not have to go out every day and say, hey, I'm here, I'm selling clothes, here, I'm here. I mean, I will give you a wrong example probably. Well, maybe it's not a wrong example. Louis Vuitton does not even advertise. People go to them. People make so much money and say, now I'm good enough to go to Louis Vuitton. I mean, the other day I saw on Facebook, apparently Smack kettle and a toaster is now sold on credit because everybody wants it. People have seen that this brand is so good that they're willing to do all sorts of crazy things to have it. So that is why when you are so good in your calling, people will look for you. When you are so good in your calling, you will not have to waste your time marketing yourself because you are what people are looking for. You have taken what you're looking for serious, what they are looking for, and made it an amazing thing that they want to have. But then you will find that sometimes we are also told that, catering has money, IT has money. I studied a whole degree in IT because I had that if you get an IT job, you're going to have money. And I couldn't even use that degree because that is not who I am. I'm a speaker. I'm a person who loves to talk to people and interact with people. But I was going there because they told me that there's money. And of course, people who are in IT, they make money. But then there's people who love IT so much. All they do is talk to computers the whole day. But I'm not that. So if you go to catering because you hear they say catering has money, I promise you, what will happen is that you will find yourself being the one who serves people and you will find yourself being the one who sends quotations every day. Nobody give you these things that have worked for me. They will work easy for you, but you have to be planted where you need to be planted. Now again, somebody will say, how do I know my calling? How do I know my purpose? That is also something that is easy for you to find. I mean, I'm an energy healer, and one of the things that I do on a daily and I cleanse their energy. And I mean, that's a long story. I'll probably explain to you a little bit later what I do when I do energy cleansing. But one of the things is that people then are able to find their calling, are able to find their purpose through those sessions. We are able to ask your guides and your angels, what are you supposed to be doing if you really have no idea? But that is just extra. But the thing is that everything that God has given you, you use it every day. You see it every day. You interact with it every day. So your calling is something that you interact with it every day. If you think you don't know it, it's already in your life. It's already there, but you're just not using. It's like you have gold in your house, but then you wake out to look for something out elsewhere, but you already have this thing in your house. So let me just go through with you through the 4 things that I will share. I said I will share with you that you need to make part of your life for you to be able to win in whatever thing you want. If you want to go and invest in properties, you have to fix your mindset. If you want to go and be a speaker, you have to fix your mindset. If you want to be a coach, you have to fix your mindset. If you want to be a designer, you have to fix your mindset. If you want to be in the mining industry, you have to fix your mindset. It is not going to happen by chance. It's going to happen by intent, by creation. You have to create this. God gave you the power to create what you want. And once you use that power, everything goes right. God gave you the power, so God cannot then come and drop the parcel at your door. God will show you where you should go get the parcel, because once it's dropped at your door, what are you going to say to SARS? That is the problem. I'm sure your angels could bring it to your door, but then would you say that the angels gave it to me? So where did you get this from? So you see why you have to understand how to go get it where it is, but you need to know where you should go and get it. Okay, so number 1, invest in yourself. When I say invest in yourself, I mean that you don't have business buying yourself a big car, buying yourself amazing, high valued physical stuff, clothes and this, if you haven't invested in your internal self. The thing is that when you do not invest in yourself, which means you are not growing, which means you are not leveling up, you are losing value. Something that is not growing, it's dying. Opposite of not growing is dying. So if you are not doing something on a daily basis about growing yourself, you are dying. And if you're dying, then guess what? There's no progress in your life. There are people that would come to me and say, Busi, you know what, for the past 10 years, my life hasn't moved. For the past 4 years, my life hasn't moved. For the past 2 years, I'm where I was. And I see other people have moved on. Other people are doing more things. It's not like uloyiwe. It's nothing like that. It's just that you haven't spent time building you up. So what does building you up? Building you up is what you're doing this morning. I'm probably talking to the converted here. You are in a seminar this morning and you are learning something new. That is building yourself up. Building yourself up means that you're meditating every day. Now, meditation and prayer is the most critical thing you need. And prayer is when you talk to God and tell God what's up, telling your angels and your guides and your spiritual team what's up, what you need to be done. And I mean, I've got extensive videos on YouTube where I show you how you actually do that. So praying is not begging God, praying is telling and commanding your team to do stuff that you already know God said must be done. So that's prayer. And then meditation is when you take the time to listen, when you take the time to hear the answer from God, when you take the time to hear where God says, call Zodwa and ask this. When God says, call that SABC and tell them this. When God says, go and submit a proposal to this company. When God said, take steps and start now to do these seminars or this and this and that. That is when you get the information. When you sit down and you are in meditation. In meditation, you listen to God. So that is investing yourself. So investing yourself could be you're going on a seminar, you're buying an online course, you're doing an online course, it could be something big like that. Or it could be something as small as doing your daily prayers and meditation. So that is my biggest thing ever in life. If I never do anything in a day, I make sure that that is done, because on a daily basis you need guidance. On a daily basis, you can't just wake up and just go try do life by yourself. That is the worst thing that you can do, and a lot of people do that and they fail dismally, and they like, but I've done a lot, why isn't things were not working for me? But I'm doing a lot, but I wake up every day and I work hard for the whole day. You are not doing what God said you must do. You are just making whatever that you believe can work. And I mean, that's okay to do whatever that you believe that you can make. But then the problem is that it normally doesn't work. So you rather just listen to the calling that says, go call this person, go submit here, go do this, and do that. You will see your life will be so much easier. You will have time to go on holiday. You will have time to enjoy your life, because you are not trying to work for money and live for making money and live for paying your bills. You will actually have time to enjoy that money. Okay, so number 2, protect your energy. Now, this is important. Protecting your energy and cleansing yourself of wrong energy is critical. Now, what is wrong energy? Wrong energy is in different fields. So there is wrong energy that is sent to you by, humans or whatever. Maybe it's mostly humans, because those are the people that we interact with the most. But then you find that somebody sees what you're doing and they're not feeling. Normally, people, when they see you do something that they also have probably would have wanted to do, because God said they should also do the same thing, they will then start to feel guilty, and then they will start to send wrong energy to you, as in curse you, as in say, oh, we will see in 3 months if you will still be doing that. Oh, let's see if you can be able to pull this off. Or let's see if you can be able to manage this. Or let's see if it's gonna work. You think you're better than us. You think so. That thing, every time people say that about you, you then contract that bad energy, because the thing is this, we create with our minds. So when people have bad thoughts about you, already they are creating bad energy for you. And of course, because God also created something called a karma, whatever they send to you, they also receive. So they're creating bad energy for you and for themselves. And the thing is that whatever you send to others comes to you 3 times. So if you send love to another person, you will get 3 times love. If you send joy to another person, you will get 3 times joy. So that is why we always see that nice people are actually the luckiest, because God always will reward you with what you're sending. So, but then I'm talking on your side, make sure that whenever you see a person who's driving the car you want, bless them, because that you bring in 3 times yourself. If you're seeing a person who's got the relationship you want, bless them. If you see a person who is having the body you want, I mean, we all need summer bodies, send them a love, because then you attract it to you. But then if there is a person who is sending you these bad thoughts, who's sending like, oh, we shall see, let's see how you function in that, let's see if that will work. And again, I don't want to go too deep into this, because it could take forever for me to explain. But when you are getting people who send you bad vibes, it's because you also just created that situation from your side, from your angle. And like I'm saying, I could take a long time explaining how you create that situation for yourself. But when you send, when people send you bad vibes, normally you have created whatever that you've created from a place of fear. Let me just give you a simple example, and I hope this will just help you to just understand it a little bit better. Let's just take somebody who's in network marketing, who is using their car to get more people to come to them, so that they can join more people and then they can make money. So this person is scared that they are running out of money, they don't have enough money, so they are using their car, and they're saying, hey, look at me, I did this. I mean, network marketing is great, and I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying there are people who might use it wrong way, and then while they think they are doing it correctly, and they are creating themselves bad energy doing that. Okay, so I'm talking about this because I am an energy healer. I understand energy a lot, and it might sound wrong to you. Don't worry, just listen. So a person is saying, here's a car, I got it through network marketing. They might have got it through network marketing. They might have not got it. Most people that show you these things, they have not even gotten it there. So, but then let's just say they have actually get it from there. But then the moment they say, here's a car, hey, you stupid person who hasn't joined me yet, you, what's wrong with you? Come, if you join me, you will also get a car. Now they're doing that from fear. They're doing that from fear, and they're doing that from getting you to join in so that they can make money out of that. Now, what will happen is that the person that is on the other side will then start to not just envy them, but they will start to have a bad vibe around. Oh, let me block this one. So those show their cars and this. So the people then curse your car. The people then curse your house because your house reminds them of how stupid they are, how they can't get their own, how they are not doing what you're telling them to do. So around there, you've created bad energy. You've made them to create bad energy. That is how we get into this spiral of bad energy. So you were trying to make things work, and then the thing is that 1, 2, 3, that person loses what they actually had. Most people who do that, they lose that money. You can go ask them. Well, I was one of them. Once in my life, I'll tell you the story one day. I was one of those people, and you do not keep the money. You could make as much as you wish in millions. I have done that, but you will lose all of it because it carries bad energy. It carries bad vibes. So just don't ever try to do that. Okay, so I'm not going to talk too much about that because then it's just a big one story. Probably I'll come back one day and explain it more. So then you want to protect your energy in terms of that. If then there is a person who just thinks like, oh my God, I'm so jealous of you. And then they just keep thinking when they're sleeping in their bed, how jealous of you they are, how they wish you couldn't get 1, 2, 3 and this and that, then that is the energy you need to protect yourself from because it does affect you. So but the thing is that when you're doing it without when you're doing whatever that you're doing, when you're buying yourself a car and a house, but it's not about around that fear of you not having it and this and this and this, then you normally people get inspired by you. People will be saying, oh my God, I've seen that she bought this, I also want it. I see that she's done this, I also want to do that. You inspire me, I want to be like you. You make my life, you give me hope in life. Okay, now when people say you give them hope in life, you inspire them, then they're sending you good vibes. But then what they're also doing is that they're tapping into your energy, which means that they will then understand what you've done. They will then get there. They will also get that blessing because they are tapping into that blessing. But then also that's what you actually just want to do. you want to be an inspiration to people so that they can be inspired by you and they can benefit from you. So you don't want to go there and tell people, I've got this, I've got that, I've got this, because by then you're taking away from yourself and you're taking away from them. Okay. So you protect your energy. So protecting your energy is you do it mentally, and you also do it by things that are called cleansing rituals. So cleansing rituals are simple things. I have a simple ritual that I do every day. When I come back from work, I always take off my shoes at the door. And this is not because my house is clean. Mostly it's not. I've got small kids. So it is because in my head, what I'm saying is that, oh, I'm back now in my sacred place in my house. Whatever energy that I've contracted from the world during the day, I leave it outside. So I'm an energy healer. So I need a lot of my energy to be clear because I need to work with people. So, and also I can attach to people's energy easily because of that. So normally what will happen is that before I understood all of this is that I will meet a person who has headache and I will clear the energy, but then the headache, I will have the headache now. I'll have person who has pimples, and then I will be having their pimples will clear. I will carry the pimples. I'll have a people with anger. They will clear the energy. I'll be feeling angry. I will have person with anxiety and all that, depression, then I will be having that. So then I had to learn to do that. So when I come back in the house, I leave my my shoes at the door because mentally that is when I detach myself from the energy of the day. That's when I connect myself to my sacred energy in my house, and I detach myself from that energy. And then the next step is, which I normally don't do every day, but when I know that I've been in contact with some vibe that I don't trust, I then go and wash my hands. That is, I know now that I am literally cleansing that off. So, and I mean, this, you use it with things like, even now during COVID, I mean, we are told to wash our hands and do this and this. But when you are energetically in tune, you will know when you are in a place that even has a COVID. It has happened to me, I think, about during this whole, since March last year, during this whole COVID thing, that I think it should be twice, that I knew that I was in a COVID space, and I knew that I needed to cleanse my energy for me to not catch the COVID when I got home. And I knew those days that today I was in touch with COVID, and the first thing I had to get to do in my house, I had to get and do a cleansing ritual where you put in your essential oils, and I'll explain a few of them. Put in essential oils, you use salt water, you use different kinds of salts, and you cleanse yourself from that energy. So you cleanse it physically, but then you also cleanse it spiritually. So COVID has a vibration. COVID's vibration is at 2.5 hertz. And a good person who's vibrating at about 300, 400 hertz cannot have COVID. It cannot attach to you because you're in a high vibration. But if you are in a low vibration, if you are in a state of fear, in a state of doubt, those are lower radiating energies. And I just, oh my goodness, I don't have it here. I was gonna share with you a graph of how you know which emotions vibrate low. When you're in those emotions, you attract things that are in those low vibes. So that is why I always tell people, even on social media, stop watching the news. Every time you are scared, you are in a right zone to contract whatever that's in that zone. Now stay out of the wrong zone. Then you're going to be okay. You're not going to have problems. Okay, so, but then you can protect yourself from that. Then there's so many other things you can do. I'm not even gonna go into that, that you can do to protect yourself physically, but mostly protect yourself mentally by clearing your thoughts of bad things in your head. So if you were thinking bad things about yourself or others, stop that. That's how you protect yourself. When you are thinking bad about, oh, my rent is due, month end, I don't have enough rent, you are thinking bad things. You are attracting bad things. You are in the bad vibe zone. Do not do that. Protect yourself by getting out of that zone. So let's just say, they say downtown Joburg is a bad zone. You wouldn't go there and just chill, because guess what? You might lose your phone, you might be robbed. You will go to a zone where it's safe. So protect yourself by getting out of the wrong zones. The thoughts that you think about yourself that are wrong, I'm too fat, I am too broke, I don't know what I'm doing, those thoughts are taking you to the wrong zone. Protect yourself by thinking thoughts that are taking you to a good zone. Okay, thoughts that are taking you to a good zone are thoughts like, I'm improving. What else am I doing to improve? I've just went for a run. What else am I improving? I just watched a seminar at Kasi Properties. What else am I doing? I just had my prayer. What else am I doing? I just watched a show that helped me this. What else did I do? I just started my proposal. I wrote one page. I just started to write that book. I wrote one paragraph. I promise you, one paragraph can do a lot of change in your life. Just one paragraph. So do that. Okay, I wonder, so how long do I have?
No, it's still fine. Let's just try and finish by around 11:15. The way you're going, I see. But before you carry on, I see Usiskanya Shisega. She wants to say she wants to say something. We're not opening up questions because I don't want Ubusi to be interrupted. You can see she's on in the momentum. But let's just see what Usiskanya has to say. Kanye?
Oh, there's a hand. Hey, Kanye. Okay, maybe let me just continue a little bit. Kanye can just come through whenever she's ready.
Okay, Kanye, we can't hear you. So maybe let's just try and get you during the question and answer session.
Yes. Okay, so I think this is number 2 or number 3, I'm not sure, is to learn to receive. Okay, so learning to receive is about setting yourself up to know that you are worthy. Now, in the planet, nothing can ever come to us when we don't think we deserve it. The thing is this, there's a story probably all of you have heard, that there was a person who wanted to go to another country, but they didn't have money, not one rand. And then they got a gift. Somebody said to them, take this ticket and get onto this boat. It will be a month to go to the other country. I'm giving it to you as a gift. They were so glad. They took the ticket, they went into the boat. But then because they thought that I don't have anything, I'm nobody, they thought the ticket was just to get them into the next country. And this ticket had everything. This ticket was VIP, premium, everything. They got into the boat and they sat behind the door. For a whole month, they didn't eat, they didn't have nothing. They were just saying, I'm so glad this person allowed me to get onto the train, so into the boat so that I can go to the other country. The day before they arrived, the waiter came and said, why are you here? He's like, oh no, I'm going to the thing, but I just thought, there isn't seat for me. I'm just gonna sit here behind the door and just, mind my own business until we get there. Then the waiter is like, but no, your ticket has everything. Your ticket allows you to sleep in the best suite. The ticket allows you to eat whatever you want. You've been sitting here and you've never used your ticket. Why? It is because this person believed that they were not worthy. They didn't even try to go and ask, if can I have water? Am I allowed to have a swim in the pool? Am I allowed to have a one meal at least? They never asked. So you have to teach yourself to receive. If you do not, people who don't think they deserve, they never ask. They can tell you that you have a insurance that allows you to ask for one every month for free petrol tank and this and this and this. You'll find a person saying, I've never asked, because they don't think they are worthy of that. I mean, there has been so many times where I get into a plane and I've bought a normal ticket, and then I just ask. I just say to the waiters, the attendants, can I go to first class? They're like, yeah, go ahead. I'm like, thank you. I go there and sit there. But there are so many people who could have had the chance. They never ask because they don't think. I mean, I think I'm that person that should always be in business class. I just don't see myself the other side. I do see the other side, but I normally see myself the other side. And it happens all the time that I end up that side. I don't have to pay for it all the time. Sometimes I do pay for it. But even when I get to a restaurant, I expect people to treat me with respect. When I get to when I'm in traffic, I expect things to go right. I believe I'm worthy of the good things in life. I believe I'm worthy of the right service, the right opportunities. So learn to receive. I'm not saying have a big head, but I'm saying when you get into a place, do not look, where are the people who are so broken and they don't have a life? Let me go that side because that's my team. No. Do not always think of yourself as somebody that doesn't have. At work, go and ask for the raise and ask it. I mean, there's a whole course where I teach people how to ask for a raise, and you don't do it once. You are that person that has to keep knowing that I have to ask. And then at work, whenever there's a position, they're going to be like, wait. We have a position open now. We have a salary increase. We know who we should give it to because yay. If we don't give it to them, we're in trouble. But then people will be like, Zodwa doesn't even need a salary. She's happy with what she's got. Do not give Zodwa. We rather put it in the savings for the company. Don't give it to Zodwa. Don't be a Zodwa where people think you don't deserve things. You have to be on the front line, that people know that if there's anything extra, we must give it to Busi because she wants it. She wants it all the time. So of course, there's a whole lot of process of getting yourself to think like that, but your mindset must be that you deserve good things. I mean, there has been years where I've told my client, go and ask at the school, go and ask for a 50% discount for the whole year. And the person go and ask and they give it to them. They're like, yeah, we're giving it to you because nobody else ever asked for such. How? Okay, you want 50%, take it. And the person's like, Pussy, how did this happen? I'm like, no, we are practicing. Remember, we are practicing you to get to understand that you are important. You can get the best things. Practice it. Go and just try it this week. Go into your insurance and tell them I want a lower rate. They will give it to you. You'll be so shocked. Go to the bank and ask for a lower bond rate. They will give it to you. And I do it all the time. I am that person who, and I'm not a cheap person. I'm just a person who deserves better, who deserves good deals. When you're buying a car, don't buy the first time when they say this. No, be like, I want the car. I've got the money, but no, you have to give me something better. Do that all the time. Just always expect more. Like, that is when you know how to receive, you always expect more. In a relationship, if a person starts to act badly, you do not stand there and be like, oh shame, they're gonna be okay. That no, you leave them, you tell them, I don't expect things like this, I don't work like this, bye-bye. When you do that and you tell them, I'm done, this relationship is over, I'm not that person, you don't do that with me. No. They will always respect. They will be like, I mean, there is one guy that I was really just trying to prove a point with this, and I recorded him explaining to me that in his 3 girlfriends, there is one that he knows that if he has to choose which one he goes with, there is one that you cannot mess around with. And then there's the one that you can tell them a story. Ngihambe ngayothwasa the whole month, sengibuyile. Uzovuma, so okay, I understand. Don't be that person. Do not, you have asked yourself to be in that position. There are people who are telling a story so or what. They want a good morning, you shall send it. If you don't send it, now you know what things are gonna go wrong. So don't be that person that you are known that, oh no, at work, if you want somebody to work an extra shift, you ask them. You don't even have to pay them. You don't even have to send them a thank you email. Just they are available. They will do it. And there are people abaziwa ukuthi lo ungamtry, don't. So what I'm saying to you, learn to receive. Know that you are worthy. Okay, last one. Be unique. This is the most important thing in life. In life, you do not need competitors. The moment you have competitors, you have a problem. Now, I do not have a competitor. I promise you, there are people who are financial coaches, there are people who are trying. There is nobody that can compete with me. So, and it happened one day, there was a TV thing that we needed to do, and the lady who was booking me said at their work they wanted somebody else to compare codes, so I will charge them and another person will charge them. But then the problem that they find was that there was nobody else like me, so there was nobody to compare me with. So there was like, Busi doesn't have a competitor in her space, so we'll just have to take her price. It means is the market price. I said, look, who's setting the market price? Because there's 50 people who are setting the market price. No, I set my own market price because I am alone in my field. And every time, I mean, people who know me for the past 10 years or so, they can tell you that, let's just say people who know me for the past 3 years, they can tell you that I have leveled up. Every year I change things about me, everything. That I never have a competitor. You cannot compete with me. I stand alone because I don't want to be the one that, do we choose Boost or should we choose Sbongile? Sbongile ngati is very, no. There is no extra. It's only me. And that thing, there's a book called The Blue something. Dumiso will probably know the title of this book. It explains this a little bit better. But what I'm just telling you is that you don't even have to do too much. You just have to set up your energy and your mindset that you are so unique. There's something in business school, people who have went and studied business, they will tell you unique selling proposition. That is why people will come to you, because they cannot compare you with anybody else. There isn't a ShopRite and a Checkers and a Pick and Pay. That's just you. That's all. So, and that you do it when you listen to God, because God will always give you the most unique thing to do, the most unique way to do it. And then you do it, and then nobody ever thinks that they should be asking you questions about what you do, because hey, there's nobody else who said you do it right or wrong or whatever. There's no judgment. You are special. So make sure that you do. If you're selling properties, do it in a way that is unique. If you are in the makeup industry, do it in a way that is unique. Okay, so yeah, I think I will end there. There's a few things that I wanted to do, but let's just end here and let me take the questions so that we can have enough time to, because I'll probably take long answering the questions so that we have time.
Thank you so much, Busi. It's quite an interesting, I did say to you, ladies and gentlemen, that we have a superstar in our mix today, who's got no competition. Imagine out of almost 8 billion people, Busi is alone. She's running all by herself. Sbongile and the likes of Abokanyi, no, they're nothing compared to her. She's got her own lane that she's running on. But you can see that she's been through experiences, which she shared with us today, and she's done the work, both the logical work and the spiritual work. You can see when she talks, you can even see the things that she has done. And if you want to know more about things that she has done, like I said, go to her page, but also just go to her channel, the YouTube channel. You will get most of the information there. Thank you, Busi. Your 4 points were very valuable. Invest in yourself, protect yourself from bad energy, stay away from negative people, and what's the next one? Learn to receive. Very important. That one. I just want to share a quick one. My battery is running off. I need to connect my computer. So I want to share a quick one whilst I'm connecting my computer. The last year, I wanted to register the name Ekasi Properties with CIPRO. I went to the website, I checked it. They said it was taken. I applied for varieties of the name Ekasi Holdings, Ekasi what. They said no, it was taken. This year I decided no, I'm going to CIPRO to get this name, and I went there. And then the guy checked, and then he said, no, it's taken. And I said, no, that's it now. But then I said, let me just put this application again, just Ekasi Properties. And guess what? When I got home, Ekasi Properties was mine. So I've got the name now, Ekasi Properties. So just learn to expect good. Don't go out in life expecting the worst. When you wake up, you must say to yourself, I am good. Things are gonna be better for me today. You go out there with positive energy. You will get what you want. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's ask questions. Who's got something to say? Siskanyit, do you want to say anything? You can just raise your hand. If you don't know where to find it, you can just unmute yourself, and then you can ask the question. Maybe whilst Siskanyit is trying to get on to speak, just get this. It's not what the books that Busi was talking about. Just get this book, The Untethered Soul by Michael Singh. This one, the same book as well, by the same author as well, The Surrender Experience, The Surrender Experiment by the same author, Michael Singh. Very valuable books. They will tell you how to manifest how to experience what Busi was talking about. Okay, anyone with a question, Siskanyit?
Okay, I think that Zuzo wants to ask.
Tim.
Hi, guys, how are you?
Good,
Hey,
how are you, Tim?
Excellent. Thank you for the great presentation, Busi. For me, I think all what you have said today is very, very interesting, and one just needs to find a way to apply it in their lives. I just want to find out from you, in terms of your rituals, like what does your typical day look like? When do you get up, and what's the first thing that you do? And throughout the day, is there some things that you do that keep you and that you are able to maintain your energy and retain it so that it lasts you the whole day? You know, I mean, one of the examples you made is about taking off your shoes when you get home, as a symbol of leaving whatever the energy that you are using at work, and now you becoming a new person, if I may put it. So I'm interested in a person like you, what a typical day looks like, you know, maybe a Monday or a Tuesday. What do you do? What time do you get up, you know, and why? You know, I'm just interested in that, because I hear Tony Robbins speaks a lot about creating your daily rituals that you can be able to take you to places that you wish to.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Nzizo. And that is very, very important. Your daily rituals make your whole entire life. So there was a time when I didn't have a daily ritual, and I think I probably was the time when I had the most stress, I had the most anxiety. Oh, I think somebody else needs to mute themselves. Dumisa, please mute the other side if you're connected to two things. I can hear myself.
Yeah, no, it's not me. I was actually suspecting it's you.
No, it's not me. Okay, I think it's
yeah, no, it's
muted
gone now.
Okay, all right. So when I wasn't managing my energy, so like you said, I was losing the most. I was manifesting very less. I had debts in my life. My life was a mess. Today, I wake up every day and I can literally make my day be what I want. And when things that I don't want to happen in my life are happening, because that is a normal part of our life, I am able to handle them. They don't knock me down. I understand how to rise up, but just like a wave, when it comes, you know how to go above it and let it not push you out of your lane. You just dive it or you come above it, and so because of course I'm an energy healer, so I'm normally woken up, and this is not my doing because I'm not somebody who can wake up in the morning, but I am woken up almost every day 3 a.m. I am woken up because I need to pray for the people that I work for and work with and work. So normally my PA gives me a list of people that I'm supposed to see the next day. So it will probably be 8 clients. She gives me their list, their names, and then at the 3 a.m. I need to wake up and do a prayer for them. So that what normally does that by the time they come through to me in the morning, I already know what is their problem. So their guides and their spiritual team has already told me, oh, Nzuzoya is coming this morning. He has a money problem. This is what you need to tell him. Because the thing is that when you decide to go and look for help, your guiding team goes before you to go and make the way for you. That is why it's important for you that when you pray, you ask your guiding team, my guiding team, lead me to the places where you put my help. And people who come to me are only people who I am supposed to be able to hear from their guides so that I can give them the information, because probably their field at that time is not as open that they can hear for themselves. And of course, when a person comes to me, I start to teach them how to hear their guides for themselves so that they don't have to come back to me, because I have a long list. I do not need to be babysitting people. So you come to me and I can first give you the information. I can first help you to do the healing for yourself. And then while that continues, I then start to teach you how you then open the field for yourself, how then you hear for yourself, how then you do the healing for yourself. Then you don't have to come back. So I am waking up at 3 a.m. That part is none of my doing. I don't want to wake up at 3 a.m., but it happens all the time. And when I wrote the book, Money and Black People, the only chapter that I wrote was chapter number 1. That was the chapter that was for my healing, because it talks about me. Anything else after that first chapter, I literally typed it asleep, half asleep. I was just up, and I would wake up at 3 and I would take the computer and I would type. And most of the time people send me a snippet of the book and they say, oh, this is me, this is amazing. I'm like, wow, who wrote this? This is amazing. I want this. They're like, no, what's wrong with you? It's in your book. I've never read the book. I do not know the book. I promise you, the book has sold more than 12,000 copies around the world, has made more than 3 million rands in cash. I do not know what is in it till today. Why I don't know about it, I'm still just not happy how I was asked to write it, because I was not happy. At that time, I was really not happy about waking up in 3 a.m. And I mean, most of the stuff that is there is stuff that now I hear about it and I'm like, but how did I know that? The other day, I read an article about there's a white guy from Sentin who wrote an article about how white people are initiated and they are taught to hate people, black people, and all this and do all these things to black people, but how painful that it is for them. So, and I wrote that whole entire chapter in my book. And when I was writing it, I was like, why am I writing such things? I was shocked, but I was literally downloading. I wrote exactly that chapter. And this year, in December, this year, I had a white man say exactly my chapter. And I was like, there's no way, because there was no way I would have known this. He said exactly what I wrote in that chapter. I was shocked. But then I literally that I didn't do it. But then at the 3 a.m. period, I am not myself, literally, because wow. So I need to do the prayer for the people that that are my clients. So I always say to God, if a person comes to me and book a coaching session with me, they must get back at least 100,000 rand worth of value for just coming to me. And that is my prayer at that time. I always, at that time, I don't pray for my car, I don't pray for my house, I only pray for the work that God has put in my life. I make sure that everybody that is gonna ever spend any money on me, they get at least 100. And that happens all the time. I actually have a whole Facebook group on how to manifest 100K, and it happened through those 3 a.m.s. I wrote them. I wrote all the courses I have. I write them at 3 a.m. The book, everything that is on my website, it comes out of the 3 a.m. thing. So the 3 a.m. thing is really not something I can take. I'm like, I do that. I don't know how to wake up at 3 a.m. I don't. Even if I can put an alarm on, and I'm saying, tomorrow I want to wake up at 3, it's never going to happen. I'm never going to be up. But when I'm waking up, I just wake up and sit, and I can't sleep anymore. Okay, so that is the thing. Then of course I will probably sleep around 5, half past 5. And then when I do wake up, when now I am functioning as myself, like, oh my God, life is hard self. Then I get up around about, I just like to have the sun come out before I wake up. I'm not a morning person. So I wake up around about 7 and I start my meditation. So 7, I'm still just trying to turn and twist in my bed. Then at about 7:30, I start the prayers and I finish at about 9 a.m. So that will be prayers. Then there will be meditation. So I normally will pray for an hour. Then I do meditation for an hour. Then around 9 a.m. I'm done. Then I get out of my bed if I was in bed, or normally I'm not in bed, I'm at that Samo, my altar, that. So then I'm out at 9 a.m. Then at 9 a.m. I'm probably gonna then go and I don't eat in the morning. That's another thing. Try to eat as little as possible if you want your energy fields to be open. Try eat like 1 meal a day is way good enough for everybody else. Now, Ndumiso the other day I told him to stop eating. He called me and he wanted to ask me why he shouldn't. The only thing I told him, you're not gonna die. Then he was like, no, that's not good enough. So do not eat. Eat as little as possible. Like breakfast, forget breakfast. Cornflakes, all that stuff. Just cancel breakfast in your life. Your life will be so much better if you don't eat breakfast. But again, let me not say cancel breakfast, because there are people who can eat breakfast and not eat until the next morning. So choose one. I choose lunch because I am an evening person, so my energy leaves. I have more energy around 3 p.m. in the afternoon, so that's when I eat. But in the morning, I don't need much energy because I'm literally just walking and I am probably moody and you don't want to talk to me at that time of the day until it's 10. 10, I start my client sessions. So clients, if that day is client sessions day, then I'll start client sessions at about 10. If it's not, maybe I have a corporate event or a seminar or a workshop, then I start work at 10. You should say I start work at 10. So I work from 10 to 2. And then at 2, that's when I eat. Then after 2 to the afternoon times, it's like I exercise, because then, you know, I can only exercise in the evenings because that's when I have energy. Then I have kids, we're doing the kids thing, when, you know, we're walking dogs, da 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 da. And then in the evening, my evening started around about probably 7. That is when probably I know I'm always sign up for a course on whatever. It could be makeup, it could be a spirit. Okay, currently right now I'm doing a spiritual course. So that time from that 7 o'clock, then I'm probably reading, doing that course, and whatever that is personal development work. 7 till like when I have to sleep around 9. I have to sleep early because I still have to wake up at 3 a.m. And if I'm not rested, then I'm gonna be cursing, and you know, it's not good to curse at that time of the day. So then I do my evening prayer, which is a little bit shorter than the morning, and then I sleep. So I will say the time where I work on my mind is it's in the 7 p.m.s. And I know my energy is high to do proposals and do like when I have TV things, TV shoots, I do them after 2 p.m. because that's when I'm mostly happy. Like 1 p.m. until 5 p.m. That's when I do shoots, TV shootings and all this type of stuff. I do it there. So you also need to know when your energy is up, because when I do important meetings, I do them in that window. When I need to do things that needs me to show up as my best self, I do it in that. There are people who are good at in the morning. Then you want to function that your day. When you know that you are at the lowest, you want to be in the prayer zone. Your lowest must be in your prayer zone, where you are working on yourself and you are working on your prayers, where you just have that me time. And then when you are then fully functional, then you do. So of course, when you have a job, they tell you must be there at 8. I couldn't have a job because at 8, you talk to me as a boss at 8, things will go wrong very fast. So I will probably never have a job, because if you tell me when to do what, okay, if there's a shoot at 8 for anything other than just one day, I will do it. But you can't tell me to do it every day. So if you do have a job and it's supposed to start at 8, try to make yourself to be in that. So work harder to make yourself to be in that zone where you are happy. Because if you wake up at 8 and you have to go to a job but that you hate, you're gonna start to have that bad attitude, and that bad attitude is gonna call in the bad stuff, and then they will fire you at 8 a.m. because you hate being there. So you don't want that to happen. You know, maybe that day at 8 a.m. they're giving the promotions, and then when you are moody at that 8 a.m., then it's a problem. Your energy is off. They look at you, they're like, "Yo, why Lona Nje today?" So try to know yourselves, and then if you can't work with your natural clock because you have things that has to be done in times that you are not available to, you know, make sure that you set up your energy like that. If you have to sleep at 5 p.m. so that you are up earlier, by 8 you are actually happy, do that. So that is my routine. And of course, then I've got a weekend routine, which is more rest. Rest is very important. If you don't rest, you are creating a problem in your life. So weekends for me are mostly rest, and then that's when I go to nature. Most of my weekends I spend in nature, outside, in the hiking, walking, hugging trees and all that stuff. But just make sure that you have enough time outside in the world, in the air, in the nature. Go to nature mostly. That's when we are revived. That's when God actually just like revives you. That's like your injection, your what is it called, this thing, immune region. If you want a vaccine, go into the nature, you'll find the vaccine there. But you know.
Thank you, Vusi. Thank you, Vusi. Just ladies and gentlemen, just don't quote her on the one with the vaccine. Thank you, Mthembu, for your question. I hope you got the part that you should not be eating too much. So when you
Yeah, 1 meal a day is enough.
Can you
Choose
let's
which
try?
one.
Yeah, you see, even that, yeah. Can you let's try one more time? Yes, you're very low, but we can hear you.
So, Busi, that was just amazing. Thank you so very much. And I am so happy to hear that, Dumiso, that you're coaching Dumiso, because I always thought he was a numbers guy. So I felt this, all this energy work that he was doing in the background, you know. I just sort of always see him as a numbers guy. So thank you so much for that. But I just wanted to also say that I don't think we spend enough time understanding the energy behind our money and the energy, you know, behind the things that we do so that we can get the money. I often think we're so focused on, and now I've got the money, so now I'm going to invest. But I sort of came to a time in my life where everything stopped and I couldn't attract money anymore. And I guess it was time.
You muted yourself,
Oh,
Kanyi.
yes, Kanyi.
Oh,
Yes, yeah, go ahead.
so I mean, I also came to a time in my life where I really had to look at the spiritual. So I almost don't want us to gloss over it, you know. And I'm always trying to push my own agendas around what so must expose us to.
Stop.
Okay,
Sorry,
thanks,
Kanyi.
thanks, Kanyi. No, Busa, I think you can take it from here. Maybe just a few minutes, just talk about the energy behind the money.
Oh yeah. So that is a very, very, very important part, Kanye. As Dumiso in the morning was saying that 80% is the internal part, 20% is the outside. So money is created from our conscious, that is the non-conscious part of us. So we are knowing that we want money, but that is not good enough to bring it to us. So knowing that I want money, I must get a job, is not gonna make you have money. I mean, I work with clients who earn 250,000 a month and they're in so much debt, and you be like, but then, you know, you live in South Africa, the average house is, and the average car, and the average what can be covered by with this, what's wrong with you? And that is because they haven't done the 80% of the work. So money is energy in terms of the fact that when God created us, he gave us two great and core energies. He gave us the feminine energy and the masculine energy. Now, females and males have both these energies. And if you are male, your masculine energy is the one that normally runs your life. If you are a female, your feminine energy is the one that runs your life. When I say runs your life, I mean it's easy. The easy energy for you to work with is the feminine. If you're a woman, if you're a man, it's the masculine. Now, masculine energy is about implementing, it's about doing, it's about getting things done. And the feminine energy is about creating things. It's about taking that seed and multiplying it. It's about creating from the internal. So a lot of times you find that, and I will talk to both women and men, you'll find that women spend a lot of time functioning in their masculine energy, where they are trying to be men, they are trying to do the things that men are supposed to be doing, and they are finding themselves getting exhausted. Just like they are trying to be bosses at work that are rude and pushing people and this. But when you are a woman boss, you're supposed to be a nurturing boss, because when you're a nurturing boss, people will respect you more. When you're a nurturing boss, people will listen to you more. When you're a nurturing boss, people will never want you to touch anything. They will want to do everything for you.
But when you're coming as a masculinity energy at work, they will want you to work for free. They will want you to work and do everything and never want to pay you a cent. And so many women are in that. They say, I mean, the whole entire world always says women are get paid less than men. No, there are women who get paid more than men, but those ones are the ones who understood feminine energy. That's why they get the money. And they hardly work, by the way. They are there to hold the energy. They are there to hold the space for creativity, for multiplication. So if you want money as a woman, you need to stay in your feminine energy. There are women who are married and they're paying the bond and they want to pay the bond. They want to bring the 50%. I mean, really, that is not your job. Your job is, as a woman in a marriage, is to go and ask God for this man to have the money. When the man says, I'm going to attend a briefing tomorrow, you go to your corner tonight and you say, God, when he gets to the briefing, they will call his name. Even if he's at the back, they will bring him. And that's what happens. So your job is not to make, oh, let me wake up in the morning and go get the other 50% while he go gets the, no, you make sure that he goes and gets the 100. You go and you sit at that corner. Then he comes back, he's like, hi, Bo, what happened today? At work, they just said this and this, and you know what's happened. So, I mean, I've got a goddess program for women where I teach them how to do these things. Most of the women come to me and say, one lady, she during while I was here on holiday, she sent me a message. She says, you know, my husband, on Monday, I was doing my prayers and I told him tomorrow at work, just check what will happen tomorrow at work.
Did you lose Busi or it's just me?
No, you're not alone.
I'm not
I
alone.
thought it was my network.
Yeah,
Okay.
it stopped.
Yeah, I think she disconnected at the right time when she was talking about the feminine energy and the masculine energy. And I hope you ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, that when you today you really need to open your mind. There are people that are skeptics, and I'm one of those people. Until recently, I did not understand the concept of God and what's happening in the universe. And I, through the teachings that, through the books and everything else that I've been reading, there's a favorite book of mine which is called the Bible. The reason why I bought that Bible is because of it's actually called the Prosperity Bible. So when you're talking prosperity, you're talking me. Then I thought, okay, let me go into that book and get to understand how one achieves prosperity. And the book has taught me a lot about God and how God functions. And the God that, at least that I'm talking about, is not the God without. I'm talking about the God within. That's a concept that I've managed to understand. God within, the God that is within me. The Bible says when God created Adam and a man, or Adam, he created the structure and everything, and then he breathed onto him, and then Adam became a human being. Since then, Adam has multiplied until I'm here. I'm the product of Adam, which means I've got the Spirit of God in me. So I've understood the concept of God as far as that is concerned, not the God without, not the God that I need to go to church to hear and understand. I do go to church. In fact, before COVID, I started going to church, but I was not there to listen to the partner about how we praises God and all of that. I was there to listen to the teachings of the Bible. How does the partner interpret the Bible? My concept of God. So all I'm saying is that when you open your mind, your world changes. If, like I said in the morning today, if you keep on with your mindset, if you keep on doing what you've always done, you would get what you have always got. It seems, I'm not sure if Busi is gonna be coming back, but maybe let me just try and wrap up. Unless there's someone else who wants to say something. This is an interesting subject. Maybe let me just open it up. Let's have a 2 minutes discussion. Is there anyone else that wants to say anything? Maybe Busi is gonna join back, but otherwise then I will close. Ntokozo, you wanted to say something. She's still here, no, Ntokozo? You wanted to say something. You wanted to ask Busi a question. Maybe I can assist.
Hi, Ndumiso. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Who is it?
It's Ntokozo speaking.
Okay, yes, Ntokozo, go ahead.
No, I was just wanting to sort of like compliment you for organizing the session. So it's very inspiring and motivational. But I had a question to Busi where I want to find out, how does one know what is it that they are born to do in this earth? Because at times you feel like you love something, ne? Like personally, I love cooking. 1 minute I'll be like, I can have a catering, and then 1 minute I'm like, no, but I love talking more than cooking. And then 1 minute I'll be like, no, I think I like teaching more than anything else. And then I'm sort of like not sure now which one is which. And yeah, if I can just heal from that and then find that one thing that I know is that thing that I need to start and do, not be all over the show.
Yes, yeah. I think Busi would have been the great person to answer that question. One thing I will say to you is that it seems to me that your calling is around people, because you're talking about cooking, you're talking about teaching, and all of that. You need to find it, but don't go too far away from people, because maybe the part of cooking that you like, or the part of the food that you like, is not necessarily preparing the food, but instead serving the food, dealing with people, being there and interacting with people. Yeah, but you just need to find out what it is possible. What I will do for you, I will give you Busi's number. You can then speak to her and tell her that you got the number from me. I will also tell her, and then you can have a chat with her, even if it's a few minutes chat. She's not against that. You can have a few minutes chat, and then you can take it from there. I don't want to mislead you. I'm not at that level yet.
Okay, no, thank you very much. I've taken a step so far. I've joined Busi's one of her programs, so it's starting. I don't know if it started yesterday or starting today. Yeah, I'm hoping to sort of like found the answers and actually be able to, because it looked like other people, they just attract things easily without having to work so hard. And then when at the other hand, you have the things, you have the qualifications, but you're just not getting anything done. Yeah. And now when Busi keep on referring to how do you think, what do you say to yourself, all those things that we're thinking sometimes, all these negative things that come to your mind, they actually do affect your day. They actually do affect your life. You can want to have something, but the minute you start thinking negative, yeah.
Yes. I attended one meditation session that she led last year when Ntokozo, and there as we're meditating, she said we must think about things that we are grateful for in our lives. And then the second part of that was we must think about things that have come easily into our lives. Now, when you list things that have come through to you, you are grateful for all of them. But when it comes to the things that you the things that she's just joining, when it comes to things that have come easily to you, you then realize, once you focus on those things, you then realize that, you know, there are things that have just landed on my lap. For instance, I've got a church that I own, and that church, I did not even go out looking for the property and all of that. It just landed on my lap. And then I thought to myself, only if I can be able to find that energy that makes things to come and land on my lap. But Lucy
Can
is
a
here.
10 million land?
It seems like it does, because there are people that win the lotto, so it does land on your lap. People can manifest these millions, whether they do it consciously or unconsciously or not, but it does happen. Maybe let's repeat now that Busi has. Thank you, Busi, for the struggling to come back. Dogozo wanted to find out, how do you find your purpose in life? She was saying that sometimes she thinks she likes cooking, and then the next thing she thinks, no, but actually I'm a teacher, or I'm a speaker. How does she narrow it down to where she wants to be? I'm just taking for you, Dogozo, because I see we don't want to take too much time for the people. But amazingly, almost everyone is still here, Busi. Looks like
I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened to my connection. I just like screen went away, and then I had to restart everything.
Okay.
So Ntokozo, and I remember I said to you, all the stuff that you need, they're already in your life. Your calling is already in your life. It's already functioning, and there is only a deeper level of what you are sent here to do that you haven't done. But then the first level, all of it is in there. So you're saying you want to cook, you want to speak, and what else, Ndumiso? What was the third thing? Sorry, Ndumiso, you muted.
Teach.
Oh, teach, cook, and speak. Okay. So, and again, when normally all of them are linked together. So you might find yourself teaching people about cooking while speaking. So you might find yourself having a YouTube channel where you teach people to cook, and then you're speaking, you are doing the cooking, and you are doing the teaching. So normally that's how it happens. But then when you are trying to just choose one, that's why you feel like it's so difficult. So put everything that you feel that you need to do, put all in one bucket. That's what I have done with my life. I'm a speaker. It has to be about money. And so the thing is this: you might find that you could be called to help with money, but you actually create an app and you never talk or you never do anything like that. Or you are here to speak, but then you find yourself speaking about water, which is not something that you were called to speak to talk about, but you are actually your gift to us to talk. So we have something called passion, a purpose, and a calling. So all those three things, when you mix them together, they work better that way. So you mix your passion, your calling, and your gift together. So your talent, your gift, and your calling, and your passion then comes together. So make sure that you link it all of it up. You'll see so much improvement when you link it all up. Don't try to do one edit. Don't try to tear them apart. Do them all together.
Thank you, Busi. I think let's leave it here. You've got lots of information that's available for free on the internet, your YouTube channel, the Facebook page, and people, they can get the information from there. So,
so I'm on Instagram. On Instagram, I post all the courses and every information that you need to know. Like we currently have the Goddess program. We also have another course where we have as to help you with detaching yourself from things you don't want, you no longer want in life. It could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be anything, so that you can bring in the new one. So all of that is on my Instagram page. So get there, it's Busi Selesho. And anything else that you'd like to do, book a session, or any other thing that you'd like to ask, here's the WhatsApp line they have put up. It's 061-221-5867. That's my PA. She will book a session with you. She will give you any link that you need to all of the courses. But just check my Instagram. It's got everything that you need to have. And the YouTube channel is Busi Selesho.
And the book, Busi. Okay, before you tell them where is the book. You know, the first time I met you was at what is that network? There were those guys that were doing a networking session, and then you asked there about how you transfer money, about taxes, overseas tax, and how you transfer money overseas. Then I was thinking, who's this one that's got so much money overseas, that is stashed overseas? She's thinking about how she can get it back and the tax regulation
That's my
around
book
that.
money. Hey, has saved my life. But you know, so they still take some of my money. Hey, but
Hey.
I was really trying to not give nothing, which is not a good idea.
Yes, yeah. So the book is available online. Busi, is it busiselesho.com?
Yeah,
but I also put the link on the chat. Anyone who's really interested in that book, go there and get the book.
Yes.
Busi, thank you so much for the time, and most importantly, the information that you've shared with us. Please go ahead and enjoy your weekend. And I know that sometime in the future, we are going to call on you again to come back. And I hope you will gladly come.
Oh, always. Thank you so much for inviting me. I had a great morning. I'm going to continue with my holiday now. We are finishing we're going back home Monday morning, I think. So yeah, we've had a whole entire, it's going to be 10 days of just talking too much and telling people what to do with their lives. Don't go there, rush there. But yeah, thank you so much for bringing me back to life with this session.
It's a pleasure, Busi. Thank you so much. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's close down. Now, these are the people that we had for us to be able to start the year. We had Nigel, who talked to us about how we set goals and our vision and all of that. We had Lawrence Bowl, who showed us how to create financial independence, which means Nigel talked about the vision. Lawrence showed us how to channel that goal into whatever that we want to achieve. Then we spoke to Proverb, which is still that session is still a hit even now. We spoke to Proverb about how he manifests success in his life. What are the kinds of things that makes him successful? What is it about him that makes him successful? Which was a great session. And I thought no one would top that, but today Busi was here, and she did the superstar that she is. So what I'm saying is that we are now, our mindsets are now ready for us to start the technical work. You know now what you need to do psychologically so that you are able to succeed in this year 2021. Now, going forward, next time, we are going to be talking mainly about, we're going to be focusing mainly up to the property sessions, and we are going to be including the success model, the slot where Proverb is, but we're going to call it the winner's cycle. We're going to have that in each and every series. So all our series is made up of 4 sessions, which will be focused mainly on properties, but one of them is going to be about success, because we cannot succeed in properties if we don't understand the general principles of success. Hence, we had to bring Busi today to talk to us about how do we set our minds right for us to be able to be successful. So our series is 354 sessions, which means each session is less than $100. So you need to come into these sessions. You need to attend all these sessions for the full year. because you will never know which one is going to unlock things for you. So if you had missed today, you've never known about these things that Busi has shared with us. We like I said, we're going to post this on YouTube. They will be available later on, but as you can see, there's different energy when you are in the room versus when you get it from YouTube. So just make sure also that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Our next sessions, we are going to be focusing on, I'm still deciding whether it's going to be the inner city or we're going to be focusing on agriculture as ownership of land, agricultural land as a property class. But if either one that we do is going to depend on the availability of the people that I would want to invite. And then you will just have to look out in our social media platforms on those in terms of what's coming. But I will be advertising in the Facebook WhatsApp group. So if you are not on that group, just make sure that you send me a WhatsApp. I will put you on the group. I will send you the link. Again, I'm here to talk to you about properties. If you want someone to assist, if you want someone, a springboard for you to bounce off ideas with, come and let's have a chat and book a session, and then let's have a chat about properties. I always say this, today is actually very important because I sincerely hope that this week, from today, you are going to start thinking about the things that Busi said. You're going to be calling me and asking me about what did Busi mean about this and how can you make sure, or do I have any advice in terms of what you can do to achieve or to be able to do the things that Busi was talking about. But importantly, you are going to be contacting Busi and booking up sessions so that you can be able to understand deeply in terms of what is it that you as an individual you can do to achieve the things that you want to achieve. So the quote says, "No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river and he is not the same man." So I sincerely hope that this week, from this week onward, you are not going to be the same person like you were before you joined this session. Other than that, watch the space, our WhatsApp line, our social media, and our YouTube channel. And for now, go ahead and enjoy your weekend. And thank you so much again for spending an hour of your life, 2 hours of your life with us. Highly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ndumiso. Thank you, Busi.
Thank you,
It's
Connie.
also very highly appreciated. Thanks.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Tandy.
Thanks, Ndumiso. Thank you so much, Bob.
Sharp, sharp.
Sure.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, for uplifting our spirit and uplifting us. We are really uplifted. Thank you, Busi and Ndumiso.
Thanks, Temakatso.
Thank you, Ndumiso.
Thanks, Tembi. Are you guys gone or are you going? Is there still anyone on the line or can I end the meeting? So let me